Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the eerie world of unsolved disappearances. These cases have baffled investigators for years and continue to haunt those who hear about them. Join us as we unearth the details of these strange events, exploring the theories and examining the evidence left behind. Remember, friends, sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, and in these cases, the truth remains elusive. Amelia Earhart, a name synonymous with adventure and pushing boundaries. In 1937, she embarked on a journey to circumnavigate the globe, a feat never before accomplished by a female pilot. She had already flown solo across the Atlantic, a daring accomplishment in itself. Her final flight, however, took a turn for the mysterious. Flying over the Pacific Ocean, Earhart and her navigator, Fred Noonan, disappeared without a trace. Search parties scoured the vast expanse of the Pacific, but no wreckage, no sign of Earhart or Noonan was ever found. Theories abound, ranging from mechanical failure to Japanese capture, even a crash landing on a remote island. Some believe Earhart's plane crashed and sank to the bottom of the ocean, lost forever in the watery depths. Others cling to the idea that she survived, perhaps living out her days under an assumed identity. The mystery of Amelia Earhart continues to fascinate and frustrate researchers to this day. Christmas Eve, 1945. The Sodder family home in Fayetteville, West Virginia, was filled with the joy and warmth of the holiday season. 5 of the 9 Sodder children were nestled in their beds, dreaming of the presents awaiting them under the tree. But, as the night wore on, a fire erupted, engulfing the house in flames. The parents and 4 of the children managed to escape the inferno, but the 5 youngest remained trapped inside. Frantic, the parents tried desperately to rescue their children, but their efforts were in vain. The fire department, delayed by a series of unfortunate events, arrived to find the house reduced to ashes. The remains of the 5 children were never found. The official explanation? The children perished in the fire, but for the Sodder family, too many questions remained unanswered. Did the children perish in the fire, or were they victims of something far more sinister? The case of the Sodder children remains a chilling reminder that some mysteries may never be solved. Australia Day, 1966. The sun beat down on Glenelg Beach, a popular spot for families enjoying the summer holiday. Among the beachgoers were the Bowmont children, Jane, Arna, and Grant. The children, allowed to venture off on their own, boarded a bus and headed to the beach for a day of fun in the sun. They were seen by numerous witnesses playing happily on the sand. But as the afternoon wore on, the children vanished. Their disappearance sparked one of the largest police investigations in Australian history. Despite numerous leads and potential suspects, the case went cold. The disappearance of the Bowmont children sent shockwaves through Australia and beyond. A stark reminder that even in broad daylight, danger can lurk around any corner. February 2004. Maura Murray, a nursing student at the University of Massachusetts, was involved in a minor car accident on a desolate road in Haverhill, New Hampshire. When police arrived at the scene, they found Maura's car, a damaged Volkswagen Jetta, but the driver was nowhere to be found. Inside the car, police discovered strange clues, printed directions to Vermont, spilled wine, and a deactivated cell phone. Maura had also recently withdrawn a large sum of money from her bank account. Had she planned her disappearance? Was she running from something or someone? Or had she become the victim of foul play? The harsh winter conditions and rugged terrain of the White Mountains made searching for Maura a daunting task. Despite numerous searches and investigations, her fate remains unknown. Maura Murray's disappearance is a chilling reminder that even in the age of technology, people can vanish without a trace. 1. The New World, a land of promise and peril. A group of English settlers arrived on the shores of Roanoke Island, eager to establish a new life. Led by John White, the colonists faced harsh conditions and dwindling supplies. White, forced to return to England for supplies, left behind 115 colonists, including his granddaughter, Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the New World. But when White returned to Roanoke 3 years later, he found the colony deserted. The houses were intact, but the colonists were gone. The only clue to their fate was a single word carved into a tree, Croatoan. No other trace of the colonists was ever found. Theories about the fate of the Roanoke colonists range from disease to assimilation with Native American tribes. The mystery of the lost colony of Roanoke has haunted historians and captivated imaginations for centuries. The year is 2007. The McAn family, on vacation in Praia da Luz, Portugal, settled into their holiday apartment. Their 3 young children, including 3-year-old Madeline, slept soundly in their beds. But when the McAns returned from dinner that evening, they were met with every parent's worst nightmare. Madeline was gone. The apartment door was slightly ajar, and the window opened, suggesting someone had entered the room. The disappearance of Madeline McAn sent shockwaves around the world. Despite numerous leads, false confessions, and international attention, Madeline's disappearance remains unsolved. The McAns have never given up hope of finding their daughter, tirelessly campaigning for her safe return. Fasten your seatbelts, folks, because this is a wild one. It's 1971, and a man using the name Dan Cooper boards a Boeing 727 in Portland, Oregon, claiming to have a bomb. He demands $200,000 and 4 parachutes. This is no ordinary passenger. This is D.B. Cooper. After landing in Seattle to collect the ransom and release the passengers, Cooper ordered the plane back into the air. Then, in a daring move that would make even the most seasoned stuntman sweat, he jumped out of the back of the plane, disappearing into the night sky and into legend. Despite an extensive manhunt and FBI investigation, no conclusive trace of Cooper or the ransom money was ever found. Theories about his identity and fate abound, ranging from experienced skydiver to desperate gambler. Did he survive the jump and disappear with the money? Or did he meet a grim end in the unforgiving wilderness below? The mystery of D.B. Cooper remains one of the most baffling, unsolved crimes in American history. The legend of D.B. Cooper continues to captivate the public imagination. Picture this: Aruba, 2005. A group of high school graduates celebrating their newfound freedom on a carefree trip to paradise. Among them was 18-year-old Natalie Holloway, excited to embrace the adventure. But what began as a celebratory trip took a dark turn when Natalie vanished into thin air. She was last seen leaving a nightclub with a group of local men. Despite extensive searches, no trace of Natalie was ever found. The investigation into Natalie's disappearance was hampered by conflicting accounts and a lack of cooperation from potential witnesses. Despite the lack of answers, Natalie's family has never given up hope, tirelessly searching for clues and seeking justice for their daughter. Set sail with us now to 1872, where the vast Atlantic Ocean holds countless untold stories. One such story is that of the Mary Celeste, a merchant ship found adrift and eerily deserted. When the crew of the DEI Gracia stumbled upon the Mary Celeste, they were met with an unsettling sight. The ship appeared to be in good condition, with supplies stocked and personal belongings undisturbed, but the crew was nowhere to be found. The lifeboat was missing, but the ship's logbook provided no clues as to the crew's whereabouts or the reason for their sudden departure. Theories about the fate of the Mary Celeste's crew range from pirate attacks to mutiny to monstrous sea creatures. Whatever became of the Mary Celeste's crew, their story remains one of the most enduring maritime mysteries of all time. In the dead of night in February 2000, 9-year-old Asha Degree quietly packed a few belongings slipped out of her home in Shelby, North Carolina, and vanished into the darkness. Despite an extensive search and numerous leads, Asha's disappearance remains a baffling mystery. Witnesses reported seeing Asha walking along a highway in the early morning hours, but her destination and the reason for her departure remain unknown. Did she run away? Was she lured away by someone she knew? Or did something more sinister befall her? Despite the passage of time, Asha's family has never given up hope of finding her, clinging to the belief that someone, somewhere, holds the key to unlocking the mystery of her disappearance. Asha's case stands as a heartbreaking reminder of the vulnerability of children and the importance of vigilance in keeping them safe. These disappearances remain some of the most chilling mysteries in history. Each case, a puzzle with missing pieces, leaves us with more questions than answers. We're left to grapple with the unknown, haunted by the faces of those who vanished without a trace. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more intriguing content. Let us know in the comments which case you found the most unsettling. Until next time, keep those peepers peeled and stay curious, but be careful.